Hey, what up, world? This is Movie Gods podcast. This is us on episode 2, where we're going to be talking about a bunch of different topics that we have lined up for you guys. We've got, my name is Andrew,
Tina?
uh,
Josh.
And Musa over here.
and you don't see Naftali, and you didn't see him in the first episode, but you're going to see him later on. He's a bit indisposed at the moment. All right, let's get into it. Okay, cool, awesome. We all got a chance to watch Godzilla versus Kong, which Warner Brothers released both to cinemas and HBO Max at the same time. The movie has been doing quite well. I think it broke the record for the biggest opening during the pandemic. As you know, like pretty much no one has been going to watch movies during the pandemic, but Godzilla had a big hit, was a big hit in China, and pretty much all over the world where it's showing in cinemas. People are rushing to go watch it, and yeah, well, we all got a chance to watch it. And I wanted to get you guys' view. We're gonna do basically a spoiler review and a spoiler reaction. We're gonna be talking about things that happen at the end. So if you haven't watched it yet, you can skip this portion of the episode. I'm gonna start with Josh. What did you think of the movie?
My overall thoughts on the movie were, I'm not a big Godzilla and King Kong fan, so to me it was all right. You know, big monsters fighting each other. I didn't expect much from the plot at all.
Yeah.
The story, the plot was bad. I mean, it was not good in my opinion, but the action was fine. It was okay. The movie was neither here or there for me. It was okay.
Are you a fan of the MonsterVerse, which is the movie that the universe that has both King Kong and what was it, Josh? Both King Kong and Godzilla. Have you been a fan of the previous films?
No. I'm not a fan. Like, you know, when it's out, I watch it, but it's not like I follow like the you know, the universe or anything like that. You know,
Yeah.
if a Godzilla movie is out, I watch it. If a Kong movie is out, I will watch it. I don't expect much from these movies apart from like two big monsters fighting each other or one monster terrorizing a city, etc., etc. It doesn't do much for me. The final act was boring for me. I know you guys enjoyed it. You know, yeah, it's not for me.
Muso?
I'm guessing everybody's waiting for me to say something.
Yeah, like it's a
Okay, yeah, reacting. I can't hear a single thing you guys are
You
saying.
can't hear us.
Or you hear me or you can't hear me.
You can't hear us.
Me nod your head.
you also got a chance to watch the movie. What are your impressions of it?
I didn't expect much, but the movie was fun. Like in a nutshell, that's it. Like it was just fun.
Yeah.
I'm not invested, but it was fun.
Okay. I'm also not. I like the first Godzilla movie. I like the Kong movie, the Skull Island movie. I had issues with King of the Monsters, but overall, I thought it was fun. I just thought it was going too over the top, and maybe that's why I didn't like it as much. And this one, I would say, is pretty much in the same ballpark, where I thought. It's fun, but the human characters are useless. And maybe that's on us. Maybe we expect too much from a movie where a giant lizard and a giant monkey are fighting. But yeah, no man, I just thought the humans were just there just to be there. I think ultimately I had fun watching it. I wanted to watch a giant lizard fight and a giant monkey fight. They got to fight and they got to team up at the end and fight Mega Godzilla. I'm a big fan of like kaiju, like this Japanese inspired worlds, like the kaiju, the giant monsters, the Mecha Godzillas, and all these things. I've been a huge fan of that ever since I was a kid. But I wanted more. I don't know. I like the first Pacific Rim to me, even Pacific Rim, the second one. There's a point where it starts off bad, but there's a point where the action just becomes amazing. I thought I wanted more of that, and we didn't really get to see enough of that. But overall, I had a fun time. Musa, your thoughts on the movie Godzilla and Godzilla versus Kong?
Oh, all right. It doesn't compare much. My standards for Godzilla is the old one, the one I watched. I think it was in the 90s, late 90s.
The one where she's pregnant.
Yes, yeah, and she gives birth to children. I remember my sister being so freaked out by that. But now with the new ones, they lack that drama thriller DNA. So I didn't enjoy it much. It was big monsters fighting against each other, and I do not know whether they're trying to appeal to more kids. As a result, it's not as scary or as dangerous as I expected it to be. But otherwise, it's an okay movie. I think if you go in without expecting too much, it's a movie you can go watch. But no, man, I just realized there wasn't one scary moment in that movie. There wasn't one moment where you're just like, oh wow, that thing is coming. So as a kaiju movie, I think it fails on that. Yeah.
What didn't you like?
Oh, I didn't like the the human-like interactions between Kong and Godzilla. That was ridiculous. But I guess that's what movies are all doing. There was a moment where they're looking at each other and they're like acknowledging each other, like, hey, what's up, dude? Okay, fine. We won't fight each other. We have to defend the humans. Okay, peace. Have a good one. Okay, yeah, I also have a good one. Yeah, like that stuff wasn't. That stuff was just weird. So that's the stuff I didn't like.
You know?
What I didn't like about the movie was it's sort of like what Musa was talking about there. I don't know if the word is personifying. They're like trying to humanize a lot of the characters. Kong like fixing his shoulder after dislocating it. But Musa says Kong's species is an advanced one, so they would do something like that. But it just felt human, like a thing humans do, so let's make the ape do that. And then Godzilla smiling, then the mech smiling. We go too far with those things. So yeah, that's sort of what annoyed me.
Josh, you are the one who probably likes the movie the least among us. What didn't you really like?
For me, these movies, I mean, I know people say all we care about is the monsters and them fighting and stuff like that. So they completely disregard the backstory, or they completely disregard other characters in the movie and stuff like that, and the plot and whatever. It took me like maybe 3/4 of the movie to figure out what the hell was going on. The black Alex Jones guy was terrible for me. Didn't like him. He was just annoying the entire movie. I know there's some characters that annoy you, and they're meant to be annoying. Like Alex Jones is an annoying guy, but you still buy into his craziness and stuff like that. I didn't buy into anything this guy was saying. It was terrible acting, etc., etc. And then also the monsters smiling. We saw this in Jurassic Park. I don't know if you remember Jurassic Park, where the dinosaurs were like smiling. That just takes you out of the thing. Like, why is a dinosaur smiling? For what?
But the Velociraptor was telling the girl to run, like, get out of here.
Yeah, like the raptor was he came to face with the human, and the raptor basically told the human to run and smiled, like, you better run. I was like, what are we doing? So that stuff takes me out of a movie. So yeah, it was okay. It wasn't great.
I think you make a good point in terms of the plot. I think like Christopher Nolan plots where like a third into the movie they start now breaking down the plot. Like, no, there's a Russian weapons specialist, and we have to go get him because he's the one who has the nuclear codes, and we have to go get him in order to bring him here because there's a key that can open. And you're like, just like, my guy, like, what's going on? I think there was a bit of that with Kong, with this movie, because they had to lead Kong underground, and then because they have to go and get an energy thing that can then help them give it the energy to Mechagodzilla, and it's just like, it's too much. And I think it's the point. Yeah,
I think it's one thing to sort of mislead people during a plot, like to sort of, most of us are just lost. Like what is like, and it's not even a lost way, like trying to figure out what is happening. You're just like, I mean, these guys, what are they doing?
Also discussing characters.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Those three, the Alex Jones guys, the two kids, they didn't do a single thing that was necessary in that movie.
Yeah.
Their whole plot line, you could remove them, you could remove it from the movie, and the result would still be exactly the same. They did nothing for that story.
Their plot, their presence in the movie, just for the audience to follow them discovering Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
They didn't stop Mechagodzilla. They didn't do anything.
It didn't start. It didn't stop.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything.
And in what world does a black guy just find random kids like that and just decide to follow them? It's weird. Like what do we like they just show up, oh yeah, we're gonna do this and that, come follow us, and they just follow each other like without like
Okay. I think you're also just forgetting about the fact that it is a movie, right? You don't try and play too much of a realistic end to it. There are obviously certain things that are not as obvious like that. Do you understand? Like, for instance, they just go to some random guy in Chinatown who's selling chemicals, and then they just decide, oh, we know you are selling to this guy because etc.
yeah.
It's a movie.
He
You
found a
understand?
record of how much
I get
bleach
it.
the guy was selling, and it was like, yeah, this guy is selling a lot of bleach. It should be this guy. Oh,
It should be this guy. Yeah, no, I
still expect plausible things in movies. You know,
Yeah, the suspension of disbelief.
I mean, I'm not
Okay, but
expecting
where
it like
do you
to
draw?
be.
Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line between plausible things and cinema?
Okay, here's
know
what I think.
movies a lot.
Sorry to interrupt, Naf. Here's what I think. I think it's we need to understand this is that kind of movie. Like you can't expect more from it. Like Pacific Rim would do more, but this is that kind of movie where it's just like we know that
Precisely my point.
because he gets up in the morning, he
Yes.
starts doing stretches. They play like he's in the shower, getting ready to. It's that kind of movie. So,
But okay, let me just say something on plausibility. I think what you expect from a movie is if it's something is very unlikely, you need to set it up for it.
yeah.
So, for example, if you're going to make it like somebody's going to find the one person who's buying the most bleach in a country, you need to find some kind of system that keeps track of how much bleach is being sold to individuals. You just can't come up somehow that you found out how much bleach is being sold by a small little guy who probably doesn't even use a computer to record how much bleach is selling.
It was too easy. Yes.
Yeah. So you need to. I think plausibility. You need to build up to it. You have to say, okay, this is going to be. It's going to be unbelievable. So let's lay down a bit of information to lead up to it.
Yeah.
I know it's
Okay,
a
just
movie
a lot-
that
what-
I know it's a movie that doesn't. It's not supposed to make too much. Some things are just not supposed to make too much sense, and it's just one of those movies. But something has to make sense sometimes for people to actually buy into. You know what I mean?
That's our impressions of the movie. We mostly generally liked it. I think Josh is the one who, out of all of us, maybe didn't like it that much. But yeah, go ahead. It's an okay movie. Still showing at the cinemas. If you want to go check it out, you can watch it. We saw reports last week from various papers like Hollywood Reporter and Vanity Fair about what transpired basically with the 2017 cut of Justice League. And just wanted to get your thoughts. You know, we saw the big one from Ray Fisher himself talking about, you know, what Joss Whedon did and how they were treated. But we also saw the writer himself, Chris Terrio. Basically, he got to a point where he was. We even saw to the point where, you know, after he saw the movie, he got in touch with his lawyers and he wanted his name removed from the credits. And I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts, because it seems like even with him complaining that the version of Batman versus Superman that came out in cinemas, he was basically saying that that's not what I wanted, because they were made to cut about 30 minutes of the film, and he was complaining that we had to cut out a lot of the characters' motivations, and the version that you go to see in cinemas basically was incoherent. So I wanted to find out exactly what what exactly is happening, behind the scenes with Warner Brothers, because we see how smooth things are running at Marvel. They had a slate back in 2014, all those movies they put out. DC keeps bringing slates, and only maybe one or two of them will get made. The rest will be cancelled. Like what's going? They just cancelled Ava DuVernay's New Gods. Like what exactly is happening with Warner Brothers? Do you think?
They don't have I don't know how you say his name, Kevin Feige or Feige or Feige. Feige. Yeah. The end of the story is like the end of it all is they don't have a Kevin Feige. Claro. If they had one, they'd be sorted. So there's confusion there. That's pretty much it.
But Walter Hamada has been basically their Feige since 2018, I think.
When I say they don't have a Kevin Feige, it means they don't have a Kevin Feige. They have a person who's trying to make things work, but they don't have a Kevin Feige. Like that person Kevin Feige gets stuff done. They don't have that person.
Yeah, and I think one other thing is also, just to add on to that, is that Kevin Feige at least has a certain level of control and a certain level of power. Walter Hamada, I don't think he has the same, because even with this whole Ray Fisher story, it's like his hands are tied to quite a certain degree. So even if Walter Hamada had a lot of power, I think he could decide, guys, restore the Snyderverse. This is the arc. This is the point where we basically pilot everything from this point. If he had that much power, but I think there's too much politics there. There's no way.
Josh, just to bring you in, Chris Terrio, when he was talking about how things were happening behind the scenes with Warner Brothers, and then they were parading him to investors, and one of the investors was basically telling him how to write Batman, like just like Ina is saying, like they don't have a Kevin Feige, but it seems to be like worse, like really, really bad. Like an investor telling a writer how to write a movie doesn't feel normal. What's your take?
That's not surprising, because investors do that. They know nothing about characters, but they'll tell you like, hey, yo, Batman, you should do this. An investor telling a writer how to write Batman is not really surprising, because I think you would get that, because they're the ones with the money.
Would that happen at Marvel?
It probably did. You probably would have gotten certain. I'm telling you, you would have got. These guys go to these meetings all the time. They meet investors all the time. Investors can say, "Hey, yo, in the next thing, we want to see this, and that." But then it stops there, because investors, they'll just say what they want to say. It's these dinners, I'll agree with Ina that they don't have a leader and a visionary and someone like Kevin Feige, but I think it's much worse than that, because now you're dealing with, because Kevin Feige has, bosses, right? He's got bosses, but the problem with Warner Brothers is the bosses themselves are the guys that are rotted, basically. They will interfere.
But Kevin Feige also has money. I mean, power. Sorry, he has a lot of clout.
Yeah, he has a lot of clout because of how they believed in his vision, and the money came rolling in, built his clout up like that. You don't have that with Hamada.
The success
they didn't start like that. So there are issues there. There are trust issues there. It's a money thing. They invest from a business point of view. These guys invest a lot of money into these movies. So they kind of find it hard to trust guys like Zach to put out movies that will bring in a big profit or big return, because it's the direct competition. We can't run away from that. And there's no trust whatsoever at Warner Brothers between any of them. Nothing.
We also started watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We did I think we each did about 3 episodes. And
I did a 4th.
It's a big.
Y'all should watch a 4th.
Yeah, you did a 4th. It's a big series right now. Everyone is talking about Zemo dancing, and I don't know, guys. Like I'm personally struggling to finish it. It's they're trying to get back into the, what do they call it? Spy thriller sort of sub-genre that they said that the Captain America, the Winter Soldier was. And I'm just struggling to to be invested in the story. I don't think they have chemistry, and I don't think this plot is working out. But some of you guys have also watched it. What are you guys' take, Josh?
Yo, it's been a struggle to watch that thing. You know, I know we're supposed to watch a third one. When was it? Last week or something, and the fourth one this week. But I struggled. I think the I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just boring, and the characters are not connecting, and I don't know what to say.
No, honestly, I think they're just riding on characters they've already built. That's their strong point. The fact that people are invested in what's his face, the Winter Soldier and Falcon. But I was hoping the show could stand by itself. But so far, there's a term we use, sand. It's like it's dry, it's sandy. So for me, the show's been dry. I've struggled through it. I did 3 episodes. I can't do any more.
If I may,
I think Naf, you're the only one who has watched a 4th episode between us. What's your take?
Okay, I would definitely say, guys, watch the 4th episode because the show actually starts at the 4th episode. They have literally done the same thing that they did with WandaVision, where the first 3 episodes were like, what the hell is going on? This thing is the whole TV show running thing. It was boring at the first 3 episodes. Literally, I don't know why they took this long, but the 4th episode literally flips it. And I think it's only going to get better. Is the 4th episode better than all the others? Without a shadow of a doubt. But essentially, the story flips. This is where I think what they meant to have. If they had started with this episode, like episode 2, you understand? I would say let's continue.
Did the name Flag Smashers, is it still there, or did they say no? The name was a joke. They're not called Flag Smashers anymore.
Listen, guys. All I'm saying is watch the 4th episode. I think if you watch the 4th episode, that's the best time for us to judge. I think the first 3 is premature.
Last question. Okay, is this a formula that Disney is using? Because this was the same thing with Mandalorian, where 4 good episodes, in my opinion. First season, 4 good episodes, 4 terrible episodes. WandaVision? First 3 episodes, terrible. The rest of the show, good. Falcon, Winter Soldier, first 3 episodes, terrible. 4th episode. Is this something they're doing?
I think before we can establish a rule of thumb, watch the 4th episode. When you watch the 4th episode, then we can judge that. But I think I think what you're saying is correct.
So we watched the trailer for Suicide Squad and a newer trailer.
The second trailer
came. Yeah, the second trailer for Suicide Squad, and then a trailer for Loki came out. It would be good to know everyone's thoughts on it. And a question, a running joke in our group was that, what are Loki's powers? Are his powers the powers of backstabbing? Is that one of his powers? So,
okay, the first part is the first trailer was trash. They shouldn't have started with that.
Suicide Squad.
Yes, they should. When they were first introducing the Suicide Squad to the public, essentially, that first trailer was garbage. And I think for us, it ruined quite a lot of things. Then the next trailer comes in, and you're like, why did they not give that trailer
with this one.
as the first trailer?
Yes.
Why didn't they start with that one? You understand? So, look, the second trailer, I think, kind of made up for what the first one was. Because we were already complaining that the first trailer was trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy, and it was just so colorful and cartoony, and you understand. So where the second trailer is concerned, I think it had more depth. There's a bit more storylines and all of that to it. I still have question marks. Yes, we'll still watch it. You understand, but still sticking to the same point. They're still trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy. It is James Gunn after all, but that's where that one is concerned. Loki. Should I speak about Loki as well? Loki. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I have no feeling. I have no I'm just there. Like I don't know what to say about it. Like
Okay.
it didn't draw me in, it didn't excite me, it wasn't boring at the same time. So I literally I'm just flat where it's concerned. Maybe the next trailer might reveal a bit more, if there is a next trailer. I'm sure there will be, but I don't know.
All
Literally,
right.
that is my comment. I don't know.
My thoughts on the James Gunn Suicide Squad. I'm like, meh. I don't know. I don't know. It could be good. It might be whack. But the trailers don't tell me whether it's either. And it does feel like Guardians of the Galaxy, but he might do something good. Then Loki, to be different from the rest of the group. I know everyone feels like, I don't know. I think Loki could be good because it reminds me of Legion, the Fox series set in the X-Men universe that they did. I really enjoyed. I think it's Fox or FX? Fox, I think. I enjoyed that experience. And the trailer also
I think Tom Hiddleston might be the saving grace. Because it's Tom Hiddleston, it might be saved.
Who's that? Is that
Hiddleston.
Hiddleston? That's Loki. Sorry, I don't know these guys.
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Actually, the dynamics between, or the chemistry, the legit chemistry, not what we have in Winter Soldier, between him and Owen Wilson. And then the trailer also felt like Umbrella Academy.
I think that's my issue.
Owen Wilson.
Yes.
You don't like it?
No.
No. Owen Wilson's movies, no.
But this is not an Owen Wilson movie, and I like his character.
Okay, like I said, guys, I don't know. It's fine. Yeah. Josh, yes.
Yeah, Josh, your opinion. I think it's okay.
Should I start with Loki first? Okay, I'll start with Loki. I think it will be better than Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I think so too.
Yeah, it could be. There's more to it. There's more to it. It feels like there's more to it.
I think so too.
And it feels like the characters are better, the actors,
the direction, the way it's directed too.
Yes, the direction.
I still think the first 3 episodes will be boring.
You think it's a pattern?
I think it's a Marvel pattern actually.
You think it's a pattern?
It's a pattern.
Yeah. No,
I promise you.
Look, I'm willing it. I'm not going to judge it before. I think, but from the trailer, it will.
When is it coming? By the way,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Did you mention the dates?
Check it for us. Okay. But yeah,
I think it's like a week or two after. Oh, okay.
11th of June. Yeah.
Yeah. Now to Suicide Squad, isn't it just typical that Warner Brothers will go and hire James Gunn
to do it? Yes.
Who did? It's just typical because they want to be like.
Whedon.
It's
like how they got Whedon. So it's the same thing. Yeah. The culture hasn't changed.
Yeah, the guy did Guardians. It was a success. Oh, let's get the same guy to direct our group, our team of action heroes. I mean, it's like there's no independent. Let's think of something creative and not, to do something else. The trailer comes out, the first one, and it's just like copy paste Guardians. The music, the music selection, the trailer is just like copy paste. The tone. Second trailer was a bit better. I am not crazy about that.
I mean, King Shark, for instance, right?
Jeez.
King Shark, for instance, I think it's like King Shark is trying to be what is Bautista's
character? Why am I saying Gru? Bautista's character or the other one?
No, Bautista's character. Because of the whole strength thing and killing and destroying everything.
But he doesn't talk.
Guardians.
He doesn't talk, so he's also like the tree.
No, who?
Who doesn't talk? King Shark talks.
No, he says
King Shark
2 syllables. He says 2 words, like hand.
Yeah, but then that's Dave Bautista's character.
No, Bautista talks. He talks, but he says weird things.
Yes. Do you see?
I mean, it's the
Exactly.
same. To me, it's like the same. Like it's.
For me, it feels like a fusion of the tree and Batista to make the shark.
That trash
Groot and
CGI.
Batista.
The tree. What's the tree's name? Not Groot. What's the tree's
Groot.
name? Groot. Yes.
Groot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Groot. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna have problems with that shark, guys. With those shorts, those oversized shorts, I'm gonna have a problem with that game.
All right. Cool. We'll have to wrap up now. Those are our thoughts on those two things. We usually have a gem of the week, and I know Andrew gave the gem for the week. He was supposed to give it, but he's not here. I remember what the gem was, so I'll give his gem of the week. His gem of the week is, if you haven't watched this movie, watch it. It's called Grave of Fireflies. Or the Grave
of the Fireflies.
Grave of the Fireflies. It's an animation.
Fireflies.
Fireflies. It's an animation, but it's very well done. Andrew calls it one of the best war depiction type films. And I've watched it too. I don't know if anyone else in the group has, but it was really, you did, no?
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's
an animation.
Yeah, it's
a
amazing.
war animation.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I don't know, guys.
No, it's really good. So yeah, that's
not Attack on Titan.
No, it's not Attack
anime.
No, it is anime because it's Japanese. They would call it anime.
Well,
but it's animation. We would call it.
Okay,
animation.
so just for everybody watching this, this group consists of 5 guys. 4 of them watch anime. Tell the story properly.
No,
one of them watched anime.
Cartoons.
Then Muso started watching anime. Then Muso and I convinced Andrew to watch anime. Josh was refusing for the longest, but we finally got him on Attack on Titan. The only person who doesn't watch anime is Naftali.
It is not, and let me make it clear, it is cartoons.
Cartoons!
It is not anime. I'm enjoying the cartoon. It's very nice.
Sorry.
The cartoon is very nice, but it is not anime to me.
All right, cool. Watch Grave of the Fireflies.
Is it better than Samurai Jack?
Wait, we can't do that. But you can't do that. Like you can't. No, it's its own thing. Samurai Jack is its own thing. Anyway,
no, I'm just saying.
Do that.
Okay, wait. Let's wrap up, guys. No, it's not Samurai Jack.
Wrap up what? Wait. Why can't we do that?
No, let's wrap up. Wait, no, you can't compare Samurai Jack.
So why don't you want to answer this question?
No, you can't do that.
No, I'm saying it's Samurai Jackish. What?
No, Grave of Fireflies is like a heartfelt. It's like a. It's
No. Not of Grave of Fireflies. No. That's fine. That's the gem of the key. That's the gem of the week. It's fine. I won't hate.
Okay.
Yes,
Attack on
I
Titan.
won't hate on that. I will. But the fact that it's an animation or anime, I'm already starting from a negative. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Then watch it starting from a negative. But it's fine. It's not an issue. But yeah, let's wrap up, guys.
Cartoon. Why must I waste my time?
Okay, let's wrap up, guys. So that's been this week's Gem of the Week. So next episode, we'll be getting Josh to review his, because he's hated anime, he calls it cartoons, and we finally got him to watch it. Andrew hated it as well. So next week, Josh will be giving us his review and reactions on Attack on Titan. So yeah, thanks for tuning in this week, guys. We didn't have as bad latency, but as you can see, so as you can see, we lost 2 men, KIA, Muso and Andrew, but they should be here next time once we've sorted out our issues. Thank you for tuning in, guys. And that's our show, Movie Gods. Sure.
Thanks. Bye.